All right, welcome back. New pictures right now into CNN of some of the protests going on following the U.S. drone strike that killed the Iranian general Qasem Soleimani. You're looking at live pictures, or pictures rather, in Washington, D.C., where people have been gathering and marching. The answer, the coalition is holding a small rally that they're calling a no new war. Protesters carrying signs calling for no war or sanctions on Iran as they march right now in Lafayette Park near the White House. All right, in New York, protesters chanting U.S. out of the Middle East. The protests are taking place under heightened security after Iranian officials threaten harsh revenge against the U.S. CNN's Bryn Gingras is in Times Square. Bryn, what steps are being taken to protect against any potential attacks from coast to coast?
Yeah, I mean, for the leaders of this city, the mayor, the police commissioner, they essentially said in a news conference yesterday, this is a new reality in New York City. Obviously, this is the biggest city in America, and it's always considered a potential target for terrorist activity or any other, something that could happen. However, they say this is going to be a little bit different. Of course, their security measures are all pretty much the same. They continue to have those strategic response officers, those highly trained officers all around the city at major city landmarks. The governor is actually deploying National Guard members to be in certain places of vulnerability as well. However, they said to keep in mind the facts about Hezbollah, right? This is the Iranian ally, a terrorist group. Since 2017, New York City has arrested 3 people, 3 sleeper agents here in the state acting on behalf of Hezbollah, allegedly. And so the last one just happened this last year, and he was taking pictures, allegedly, in front of landmarks that could be potential targets, not just here in New York City, but in Boston and Washington, D.C. And so they say this is the real concern. There's the intelligence out there that they continue to follow, but they have to be, they really have to be honest about the potential of how serious the consequences of these actions by the government this week are. So they say really what they really need is everyone to remain vigilant, of course. You are in your neighborhoods, they say, so they need you to be aware of what's going on, to report back, see something, say something, that key term that they always say. But of course, they are also stepping up their patrols as well. Fred.
All right, Bryn Gingras, you're in Times Square in New York, but we're looking at pictures right now in Washington, D.C. on Pennsylvania Avenue, where demonstrators have stopped in front of the Trump International Hotel on their way to Lafayette Park, which is across from the White House. But right now, they're really only about 2 blocks away from the White House, but instead making their statement in front of the Trump International Hotel in D.C. Thank you.